Despite her denials throughout the season, Ellie tells Nora in The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, that she knows Joel killed the Fireflies. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5 faithfully recreates the scene where Ellie sneaks into the Wolves Hospital, gets the drop on Nora, and questions her about Abby's whereabouts, despite some significant departures from the game. Spores are introduced in the cold open of the episode merely to set the stage for Ellie's cruel interrogation. Ellie is breathing deeply and feeling well, while Nora is dying from a spore infection. As in the game, Nora begs Ellie to think about Joel's actions and realize that, in their opinion, he should have been punished. Joel killed everyone in the hospital and denied humanity a cure, she tells Ellie, but Ellie admits that she already knows that. Ellie has subtly implied that she doesn't know how their relationship soured or what he did to feel such regret whenever their disagreement has arisen throughout the season. It turns out, however, that she was aware all along. But how did she know? In Season 1 of The Last of Us, Ellie tells Nora that she is aware of what Joel did to the Fireflies. There are no heroes or villains in The Last of Us Part 2, and there is no clear distinction between right and wrong, which is what makes the plot so gripping. Each character believes they are the hero. In his own words, Joel saved Ellie from the Fireflies' plan to kill her against her will in order to obtain a cure. He killed Abby's father in the process, so she found Joel and killed him to exact revenge on her deceased father. Ellie left to bring Joel's murder to justice 3 months later. Ellie is aware that Joel killed the Fireflies, which is why they sought retribution, but it makes no difference to her. Nora tries to voice her opinion when Ellie has Abby's friend cornered in the hospital basement, dying from a horrifying coughing fit while inhaling spores. Nora believes she doesn't know the whole story because Ellie was unconscious during the Salt Lake City massacre, and as viewers, we also suspect she doesn't know the whole story because the show hasn't confirmed otherwise. I know, she says blankly to Nora, but she also adds, I don't care. Ellie is aware that Joel killed the Fireflies, which is why they sought retribution, but it makes no difference to her. How Joel killed the Fireflies in The Last of Us Part 2 game and how Ellie found out. In the video game, a few pivotal flashbacks to the final years of Joel and Ellie's relationship interrupt Ellie's vindictive rampage through Seattle. Soon after arriving in Jackson, they are shown together in the first flashback. The second one depicts Ellie becoming more aloof as her mistrust of Joel gradually consumes her. According to the third, she fled Jackson at some point before the story's events, returned to the Salt Lake City hospital, and gathered enough proof to discover the truth. The player has the opportunity to investigate the hospital's remaining items. Although they have long since left their base, the remaining Fireflies have left behind some documents and a lot of blood that has been spilled. Ellie discovers notes about the procedure that might yield a cure, brain scans of herself, and, most importantly, a voice recording from one of the other doctors. Finally putting their enigmatic rift in perspective, Ellie feels so betrayed that she vows to break off their friendship and never speak to Joel again after Joel finds her there and forces him to tell her the entire story. This flashback occurs 2 years prior to the game's main plot. However, the TV show jumps forward 5 years, whereas the game jumps forward 4 years. The flashback timeline may therefore be altered in The Last of Us Season 2.